Today, I'm going to be talking about how to sustain your health and what that even means. So, for instance, you need to take in positive energy. All health is of something is a healthy energy flow. For instance, if you have a bad back or you have certain things in your body that are in pain, that's just energy not flowing very well, so your brain interprets it as pain. Same kind of thing when you want to stay healthy. You have to, over time, keep up on good energy stuff like good thinking, good clean water, good eating, activity. These things all work well to allow the energy flowing throughout your body and whatnot throughout time last longer so that you can live longevity for a while, a good while, a good 100 to 120 years, some say even more. I'm mostly focused on just aging how I have been aging my whole life is a little bit slower than many of my peers. Now, what I've learned is key to be healthy. I'm going on 40, and when I learned about thermodynamics, which is basically just the dynamics of heat and energy, I kind of started relating it to how the body and how health work. So some of the laws of thermodynamics states that our bodies are always in a constant state of breaking down, which is entropy. So for instance, you go into anything that has order, a healthy body, or the workings of a country, or the workings of a family, or the cleanliness of your bedroom, whatever it is. If you have order in one area, it's usually working towards disorder somehow, shape, or form. Entropy, things just waste away over time, no matter what you do about them. But another law states that you can either conserve energy or you have to continually introduce energy to whatever it is. Your family, let's say your family's doing good 1 minute, now it's kind of decaying. It's because you guys haven't been putting that energy in to keep a healthy family going. Clean house, you're not in debt, a good way of keeping family order going. Everybody eats dinner, the kids are doing good at school, the parents love each other. That's order. The disorder is just when you start neglecting. You're not putting in the time anymore. You're not really caring anymore. You're indifferent. So things start breaking down easier until the family splits apart because of chaos and it has become disorderly. Same with the human body. The body breaks down no matter what, slowly over time. Unhealthy people are breaking their bodies down much quicker. Through thermodynamics, they are not putting in good energy into their body. They're not moving enough, which is energy. They're not thinking good thoughts, which helps with high energetic activity of the brain so that you're always on fire. All your cylinders are running. You're able to get what you want done that day. You're able to think about your future. You're able to think about the circumstances and how you can do something about it instead of waiting around for either a blessing or the government to come and help you. For my health personally, I've noticed that I have to take in good energies from food, which I choose energy of nature and God, fruits, vegetables, grains. I eat some animal product. I don't overconsume it, as I do believe anybody who overconsumes animals ends up looking like the animals that they overeat. Might just be a crazy theory of mine, but I've seen a lot of people, and I know a lot of people that eat beef and pig and too much of it, all that bacon, all that stuff. Some of them kind of start looking like those animals. Prove me wrong. So for me, I take in these energies. It helps sustain. If you want to illuminate, you have to absorb. You have to, and that's what thermodynamics is. It's the absorption of energy so that you can shine. And our best absorber of energy is what we eat, what we put into our mouth. If we're just eating low energetic foods, fast foods, soda pops, pastries, ding dongs, ho hos, Twinkies, Oreos, all that junk food, you're not going to be vibrating on a very high level. The energy frequency of your body, mind, and spirit, and aura, and all that stuff isn't going to be one that other people say, huh, that person looks like someone I'd like to be like. No, because you're going to be either laying on the couch, bedridden, in the gutter, wherever you're doing. All that stuff leads to low energy, low lifestyles, poverty, and pain. Disease, decay, one by one, is the destruction of a civilization. So I get my energy from the food, just doing what nature does itself. The earth is a perfect example of thermodynamics because something has to continually take in this energy, and it also has to sustain it. And you sustain it, you limit the amount of energy you lose, conservation, by not messing your body up. People start tweaking, people start doing drugs, people start drinking too much alcohol, smoking too many cigarettes, eating all that bad food. That's just slowly pushing energy out of their body, aging them by decades, which would happen to the earth. If the earth wasn't able to get sunlight, wasn't able to get rain, wasn't able to get the wind that blows that helps things happen, it would die because that's its energy source. And it's the perfect example because it doesn't only take in energies, but it also sustains itself. For example, when the leaves fall into the ground, it doesn't just turn into trash that we take in our garbage and throw away and go somewhere. Those leaves and all the dying debris from trees is supposed to go back into the ground where the earth replenishes and recycles itself. It's the perfect example, and it's a lot of what our bodies do on a cellular level as well, where every day our cells are breaking down and rebuilding themselves, and they can only really do it with healthy living things. So I know thermodynamics isn't a very popular topic to discuss. I wouldn't know anything about it either myself if just a lot of the things that I learned and study didn't present the topic to me. And I'm a curious person. So when I learn about stuff I don't know anything about, I at least check it out. And when I checked out some of the laws of thermodynamics, and I suggest you do as well, and you start understanding what entropy is, you start understanding how entropy is playing a role in your everyday life. And if you can understand the necessity of just doing a little here and doing a little there, helps keep things from getting too chaotic. For instance, in your bedroom, if you clean up as you go, you're not going to have 2 feet of clothes and debris and junk and garbage and maggots in the corner after all of that entropy's become total chaos. You can't even go in your room. So, but if you had picked up a little at a time, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there every day, you would keep it into some sort of order where you're adding to, not taking from. So the idea is just to continually think about how can I add to the energies of my health, to the world, to the things around me. What part do I play? Because you play a part. And if you want to be healthy, you have got to understand that you're breaking down right now as we speak. And you're going to have to find something to rebuild you. Are you going to go find a chicken McNugget? Do you think that's going to put good food and soil and stuff back into your body so that you can thrive like a big, beautiful plant? Or are you going to go pick some fruit, make a juice, eat a salad, eat a good course meal of a balanced diet, carbs, fats, and proteins with some vitamins and minerals in them from the earth of God? Or are you going to go to the man-made stuff that's basically killing everything? It's not that any of that stuff's bad in itself, but when people can't stop doing it, when people are enslaved of it, their habits and addictions don't allow them to take a step back and realize that they're part of the problem and it's not just a bunch of outside stuff that's the problem that's outside of them. You look deep into yourself and you start thinking, what can I do to make things better? You start with your room, you start with your home, you start with your lawns, you start with the community, you start with the people at work, you start with your family. And then that can branch out into a more vibrant, beautiful world where everybody is sharing in on a lot of the health that we all deserve to be experiencing. So leave some comments, leave some questions if I didn't explain that very well. It's kind of hard to explain a part of science that I don't truly even fully know everything about, but I do get the gist of it, which is just basically if you're not doing what you should be doing, you're breaking down quickly. And if you want to last a long time, you got to put in the fuel that helps you last a long time. So start a conversation. Maybe you know some areas in thermodynamics or even staying healthy or energy that helps us to sustain ourselves, not only for ourselves, but for each other, because that's what this is all really about.